What's up, guys? It's Wolf here, and a little bit later than usual, but as promised, here's the video where I talk about the different weapons and playstyles and roles, more specifically is what I used, in the game. Now, in Splatoon, there are two major archetypes. There is the support archetype, and there is the classical slaying archetype, or the aggressive archetype. Now, most people, when they play Splatoon, most people err on the side of the Slayer archetype, vying for weapons like 10 attack, 96 gal, 52 gal, anything that can kill. Because everyone wants to kill the other players. I mean, that's the objective of the game. So what better than to pick weapons that do that? Well, the problem is in Splatoon, unlike other games, it's not about how quickly you can kill people. Well, it is to a degree, but it's not everything. Just like my Turf War video, I explained earlier the importance of just turfing the map, and support weapons do that role very well. And not only do they turf the map, they have the potential to bring in other useful specials that you're not going to really see on Slayer weapons. One example is Zimmy is a fantastic support weapon, probably the best support weapon in the entire game right now, because it contains so many versatilities. It's got fast kill time, similar to 10 attack. It's got bubbler that it can charge up really quickly, and then of course it's got the ability itself to just paint in front of it really well. So you kind of get this like really strong combination, and that's ignoring the fact that you have disruptor as well to make it easier for your team to kill people. So all of these things together make support very scary, is because while them by themselves may not be super crazy strong, with the help of their team, they enable their team to make plays. A good example of the most common support weapon that everyone throws in on the team just because it's like such a standard thing is a sniper. Now, a sniper isn't always a good pick. If you're unable to get those key snipes, and especially nowadays where people are just kind of rushing in with QR stealth jump, snipers aren't very strong right now. And most teams who are still running the standard composition isn't going to work as well. People need to start switching off of that basically, because you're putting your team at a huge disadvantage. Yes, you'll keep them out for a long time, but you're basically playing the long run. But QR stealth jump is going for the short, quick kills. So it's a lot riskier because the QR stealth jump user is just going for one big good push, whereas you're playing defense all game because they keep coming back. So yeah, that's support. Slaying is something that like Dude and I do, or at least I try to do. I am a support player by heart. I tend to do a lot of the back end stuff. That's what I'm good at, but I just usually don't want to do it, honestly. So, but in the video here, I'll show you basically what slaying looks like. It's where you're going about, you're killing people left and right. You're not really painting as much. You're sharking more. You're staying within a certain area, and you're just kind of locking places down and just watching for any out of position inklings, and then you're going in for the kill like that, you know. Now these topics still kind of apply to supports too. However, it's more on the Slayer, who have these very fast kill weapons and long range weapons like the berry and stuff like that, cherry and stuff, things that can hold their ground more. They're the slaying type. They're meant to kill over and over and over again. Like, they're not going to have much difficulty fighting a 10 attack or something like that if you space yourself appropriately. So the main takeaway from this video that I want you guys to have is that, one, while roles do exist to a degree in Splatoon, the main objective is to end the lives of the 4 squids. So it doesn't really matter who does it or how it gets done. Your goal is to at least stop them enough that you can make a strong enough push in objective modes like Rainmaker and Tower Control, or have a strong enough presence that you can keep control of the zones. This is why in spot zones a lot of turf and support oriented weapons tend to do well. You'll see a lot more zimmies, you'll see more dynamos, things like that. Whereas in tower control you see a lot more kill oriented weapons, because everyone's diving on the tower. Definitely will see more blasters and things like that. So just know that these roles, they're both, they kind of work symbiotically. They work together. You never really want to have a team without one or the other. If you are an all support team, you're going to have a bit of difficulty getting these kills. It can be alright, but you're going to have a difficult time. You'll have a good map pressure, but it's going to be hard for you to actually get the kills that you need to succeed. Now that said, you will be able to have an easier time versus QR stealth jump users, because most of those weapons don't paint very well, don't have as much range, and stuff of that nature. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that covered it. You could get detailed and say like, well, Zimmy's more of an offensive support and stuff like that, but all you need to know is that those two main things. And if you're like me and you're really good at like hanging back and killing people and like spreading ink everywhere and giving your team move to run around and stuff, then do that, you know. Don't be afraid. Just because it's not flashy doesn't mean it's not useful. It's one of the most underrated roles in the game, and I know players like Hitzel, Katsui, you know, players like that you don't hear, but they're really good at that role, and they're really defensive and smart about how they play. And if you want to see how a good support player plays, I'd look up one of them. And if you want to see a good Slayer, well, you always have Dude. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and next time I'll talk about something else. Peace.